My dear children, and today's topic, aggression. And what is aggression? What are the different types of aggression and what are the causes of aggression? Now, aggression is a human tragedy, and aggression and violence are among common problems in today's society. And ragging in educational institution, domestic violence, murder are examples of aggressions and violence. Now, what is aggression? Aggression means physical or verbal behavior that is intended to hurt other person. And now, suppose hit a person in game, accidentally just hit a person in game is not a aggression. Yes. So, what is violence? Violence means forceful, destructive behavior. Yes. Now, what are the difference between aggression and violence? Aggression is intentional, but violence may or may not be intentional. Example, during riot situation, burning a bus is very common scenario and damaging our public property, and just aggression as well as violence. But the other hand, and if you see and the person just want to start his or her vehicles and just kick his or her motorcycle is not an aggression. But if the person just performed violently and damaged the other person's motorcycle, this is, violence and aggression. Now, and what are the different types of aggression? Is it instrumental aggression or hostile aggression? Instrumental. And instrumental aggressions, just persons wants to achieve his or her goal. Example, and hacking other person's computer. This is an example of instrumental aggression. And now the hostile aggression. Just persons express his or her aggressive behavior. Yes. And the reason behind any kind of negative emotion, such as anger. This is hostile aggression. Now, various causes of aggression, not the situational factors. Yes, only the causes of aggression. So, one is inborn tendency, physiological mechanism, child rearing and frustration. Now, the inborn tendency. And aggression, aggressive behavior is sometimes an inborn tendency, and the people use aggressive behavior as a self-defense. And now the physiological mechanisms. Certain brain parts, hormones and neurotransmitter are also responsible for, aggressions. And testosterone is responsible for aggression, and serotonin, the low level of serotonin, is also responsible for aggressions. And from various kinds of researches and just have shown, and the low level of serotonin is responsible for aggression. Yes. And certain brain parts in the amygdala, prefrontal cortex are also responsible. Now, next are child rearing. And in child rearing, how the individual is brought up, and that particular situation, the child rearing, is very much important for our behavior. And how child imitates and observes their parents' behavior. If the parents use aggressive behavior and for any kinds of behavior modification, at that time child imitates the parents' behavior, in future the child may develop aggressive behavior. So, for aggression and learning, imitation and observations are important, and child rearing also. How children imitate their parents' behavior, their role models' behavior. And now next, the frustration. And Dollard and his colleagues just proposed frustration-aggression theory or frustration-aggression hypothesis. Frustration is one of the cause of aggression, and frustration is one of the effect of aggression. And so what is frustration? When the person, can't achieve his or her goal, and from that situation, and the result is frustration, and from frustration leads to aggression. And person wants to achieve some goal, but due to various reasons can't achieve that goal. And these situations, leads frustration, and from frustration leads to aggression. Yes. So, and frustration is one of the cause of aggressions. And now the other things. And again, just we repeat the causes of aggression, the inborn tendency, the physiological mechanism, the child rearing and frustrations. And students, you have to mention the frustration-aggression hypothesis, and these hypothesis was proposed by Dollard and his colleagues. Okay? And thank you.